Here's my favourite way of doing a tonal sketch. So I love using charcoal for tonal sketches. I'll show you why. So here's a nice little stick of charcoal. You've done a graphite sketch that's probably this big or even bigger. The first thing is that takes you a lot of time. So instead of doing it this big or bigger, I have a journal, just a, like a visual diary that's A4 size, letter size. And I just do business card sized composition sketches. So you just do like 2 inches by 3 inches, 90 by, I can't remember what the size is, 90 millimeters by something or other. When I used to design up business cards, I'll just make this a bit bigger. Good thing about charcoal, you can just rub out bits with your fingers. This is a tonal sketch, it's not to be framed or anything. So then you can go with a piece of charcoal, you can easily get your shapes in. I'll put this one here, I'll use sword strokes on my charcoal. There's another one here, there's another one down here. I don't know, can't remember where they were. Anyway, that's my vague outline of the spines, and then I go, there's my shapes there. There's this little short red one down there, isn't there? I'll just do that at a different angle. It's quite fat, and then I can't remember the shape of this one. I'm just making it up. And then the tall baby over here with a long neck. So it's really fast to do a small business card size sketch. Instead of doing a great big huge drawing, like a full sheet, which you start to put lots of energy into, you just want to knock up a little tiny quick and dirty sketch that you're not really invested in. And then the great thing with charcoal is you can turn it into a paintbrush and start getting your darks in. So we can just paint all around in the backgrounds here. Paint, paint, paint. Maybe there's a bit of dark coming up onto the pots down here. But then you'll start to see, oh look, I've put in the darks and left it exactly half. And when you're looking at something small, you'll spot the problems really quickly. It's the same as when you take a photo of your painting and look at it on a little tiny screen, you suddenly spot the flaws in it. But here on this tiny business card size, I can see there's too much black over this side, white over this side, which means it's dividing it in half, which is a no-no, because we should be using the rule of thirds instead. So can you see that dark versus light has created a sort of artificial vertical line straight down through the middle? So when you see that, you can just start going, oh, well, I'll put a bit more dark over here. And with charcoal, this is how fast it is. You can just start blending it and go, oh yeah, I'll bring a bit more of that dark up there. Maybe I'll put a little bit in behind there. Get some dark on that pot there. And you can just smudge it and see the difference that makes to the overall composition, having that variation. And that's taken about, like, I've been talking a lot, but maybe it might take you about a minute. Honestly, a minute. So every time I do a composition sketch, which also gives me the tonal sketch for the overall painting, I will always grab a stick of charcoal. I've got one special journal that I use, which is just an A4 journal, and I just bung in like little business card sketches all over the place. So it's a lovely little journal. I've got all these little memories of tonal sketches for all these different paintings. But this is how big they are. Because it's so fast, it's so easy, and you can instantly see where any issues are. All you need is a little stick of charcoal and an empty journal, and it's fun to date them and put the date in there. It's fun to look back in that journal and see the dates of when you did each tonal sketch. And it's really a delicious journal to look through, actually.